Hi everybody, this is Jamie from Jamie's Hooked, coming to you on the first day of October, and I actually just heard of this morning, but I was thinking about partaking in the Vlogtober, and I've never done this before, so I just thought maybe I would give it a try, and and I thought that was kind of funny because we had just got done with Vlogust in August. So, and I was like, wow, that's, and the people that did that every day, I mean, my hats are off to you, because that looks like that was a lot. Um, but I figured that if I did just like a little bit of this and a little bit of that every now and again. I see something in my window. Okay, no, nothing. Sorry. Anyway, I'm just want to give it a try, and though I thought that was kind of funny because I'm thinking to myself, how many more of these vlogging months are there? I mean, okay, so there's Veda video every day in April or August. Then there's Vlogust, and now it's Vlogtober. I mean, really, is there a Vloguary? I mean, seriously, I bet there is. I just hadn't seen it yet. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was really kind of funny. Um, but I'm really excited. I love October. It is one of my most favorite months of the whole entire year. I love Halloween now that I have my own house. I am just totally crazy about decorating. As I was coming home, I saw in somebody's yard they already had some of their Halloween decorations up. They had some fake fence and some little tombstones stuck in the ground and some arms coming up. So I thought, oh, that's so cool. And I've been really wanting to do at my house. Last year, I went to a closeout store and they had this big old bins full of just stuff. I mean, half the stuff was just like it was just jacked up, missing pieces, broken, open packages, but it was just random Halloween stuff. And they had like this tub, just like a tote. Okay, they had like this tote, and for like $5, if you fill up the tote, you can take whatever you want inside this tote for $5. I was like, holy cow! So I went digging. I was digging in those bins for like an hour. I mean, I got like skulls and rubber bats, and I got some you know drapey, spooky material, and all kinds of just crazy looking stuff. And I really did up my porch um, for Halloween. But you know what? We didn't get any trick or treaters. Hardly any trick or treaters last year. I had my lights on, and I had my decorations out, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this is really really disappointing. And I had like three jack o' lanterns out, and I was just totally into it, and I hardly had any trick or treaters. I even got on the next door neighbor app or the neighbor app, and was telling them, I like, look, yeah, I'm giving away candy, and I'm like, do people not do this anymore? Really? Do they not like let their kids trick or treat? I'm really kind of concerned about this. I mean, what happened to the whimsy of being a kid? I mean, really, I really kind of get concerned about this. I understand um, that the things we used to do when we were kids are no longer like that anymore. There's really a lot of aspects that people focus on, especially with like stranger danger. Um, you know, I don't want to get too much into that. It really, um, I understand the point of stranger danger. I totally support it, but if it's to the point where you're so afraid to let your children socialize with people, and you're teaching them to be afraid of people, that's not a good thing. In my opinion, that's not a good thing. It's kind of hard to teach people how to be social, but to be aware, but yet be respectful. And sometimes it's hard to find somebody who is, you take somebody with a grain of salt, I guess, so to say. Anyway, all right, that's another soapbox that I like to stand up on. But we're not going to get into that. But yeah, again, I'm totally excited about Halloween. I went and bought some Halloween socks. I would love to show them to you. I've already worn them like once before October. Sorry. Oh, you can see it. They're like orange with purple spiders on them. And the spiders kind of look like Lucas the Spider. If you ever watched Lucas the Spider, you need to watch Lucas the Spider. Even if you don't like spiders, he's adorable. Adorable. I love him. And I don't think I'm subscribed to Lucas the Spider on this channel. I have another channel with my name, and so I'm subscribed to Lucas the Spider on that one. But anyway, yes, and I got those for like 99 cents at the 99-cent store, which is another great place to go get cheap Halloween stuff. And the one I like to go to is like a super huge one. Now, everything in that store used to be 99 cents, no matter what. Then, gradually, they started adding things like, say you could buy like a gallon of milk, but the gallon of milk would be like $2.99. Or, but then, about like a year ago, it had been like a year since I've been in one, and about 4 or 5 months ago, I went into one, because I just happened to be like real close by it, and I was like, well, I haven't been in here in a while. Excuse me. And they had all kinds of stuff in there that was just definitely not 99 cents. I mean, it was kind of cheap stuff. Like, they even had like an air fryer, they had like box fans, luggage, all kinds of weirdo stuff, stuff from around about like 20, $30. And nothing was name brand, it was just all really inexpensive, cheap stuff. Anyway, where was I going with this? Yeah, 99-cent store. Okay. So, let's see. I have some notes today. Let's see. Okay, so concerning, let's say Vlogust. I want to say Vlogust. It's not right. It's Vlogtober. I'm trying to think of what kind of content that I can do, like, for every day. And, yeah, I can probably show you, like, my whips and my FOs. I got, like, a boatload of whips, as you have maybe seen in one of my previous videos showcasing my room. I have a boatload of whips, but I have a significant amount of FOs, and ones y'all haven't seen. I've been trying to get ready to do a tutorial on a Christmas ornament, and it's one of those vintage Christmas ornaments patterns that I had found in one of my thrift store finds craft books. And I was working on another one. This other one is kind of a little bit tricky on me, and I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do a tutorial on that second one. But the first one's really cute. It's super simple. And then I was thinking about, well, okay, what about other tutorials, like maybe like some stitches and, simple stitches. So I got lots of books that showcase stitches, and some of them I found in like bargain bins and things like that. Let's see. I could do shout outs. If you want me to do shout outs, I can do shout outs. Um, you know, let's see. We could do what is Lincoln doing segment. If you don't know, Lincoln is my cat. He's like this big, fat, orange tabby cat. Looks like a Garfield. I'm serious. And no, he doesn't eat lasagna. He doesn't like human food. He only likes cat food. I think every once in a while he might lick my plate if I leave it like sitting there, but he doesn't really like human food. Like I used to give him like pieces of chicken or a little piece of turkey or something like that. He'd sniff it and be like, "What do you want me to do with this?" He doesn't like it. He doesn't like human food, which is good. Because you don't want your pets to like human food. But unfortunately, that's not usually how it goes. I've got a weirdo cat. Let's see. We can go over what I'm watching on Netflix and Amazon. Really not a whole lot, to be honest. I've been stuck on The Walking Dead. I'm rewatching The Walking Dead, and it looks like they're coming out with another season, and I thought they were going to be done with this last season that just got updated. So I really don't keep up too much with it because I don't have cable and everything. So I just kind of just watch whatever gets loaded onto Netflix. So nobody tell me anything about The Walking Dead. I don't want to know. I will close my ears up and go la 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 la. No, don't tell me. Okay, and I know some of you are like, okay, they've been out in BFE eating bugs and stuff forever, and and they're all fighting each other and the dead, and they're like, is there an end to this? And I keep asking myself, yes, is there an end to this? God, I hope so. Because, thinking about it, I'm hanging on. Like, what more can these people go through in the storyline? So, I don't know. I'm kind of anxious to see what the updated season, which was the last season, not the season that's fixing to start now, or it's already started now, but the one that just got updated on Netflix. So, I'm just kind of, waiting and seeing, when I had Hulu, I used to watch Fear of the Walking Dead, and so I'm really not caught up with that one. I'm only on season 2 or 3 on that one, not very much, but I love Walking Dead, in general. Let's see. Yeah, and I really don't want to get too personal. I don't want to tell y'all what's going on at work. I don't want to tell y'all what's going on with my family. I might say something about maybe me being a crybaby about not having my kid around. But personally, I really don't want to share that. I'm a very private person, which I think is kind of funny because with YouTube, you're exposing yourself, you're putting yourself out there for people to see, but I like to keep some things for my own. And so, please don't be offended if I'm not sharing everything with you. Let's see. Alright, oh yeah, I was watching Sandy from Left is Right Crochet, and she kind of flubbed on saying a certain word, and Lincoln's trying to get in the door. He's scratching at the door and going, "Rrr." Anyway, she was trying to say crochet up, and she's kind of mashed the words together, and it was crow up. So I'm like, yes, that's it, really. It's crow up. That's our new slang is crow up. It crows up really good. And kind of, I guess that's how slang becomes born. Let's see. Okay, so maybe some more interesting content. that maybe you might be interested, just kind of let me know. I try really, really hard. It's not always successful because I have my backsliding days. But I try to be gluten-free, sugar-free, and dairy-free. Um, in general, that's what that works best for me. It's really, really hard. Um, but if you're interested in kind of seeing what I'm eating or preparing for my gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free diet, let me know. Um, I've been trying to do this for about 3 years now, 4 years now. No, yeah, longer. Um, I'm still learning. There's so much product out there, and I've even done the Whole30 elimination diet, the Whole30 challenge elimination diet. And if you don't know what that is, look into it. It's um, it's it's definitely a challenge. But that's kind of like it's kind of like the basis. It's like paleo slash Whole30 is kind of like my basis, because see, on paleo you can't eat potatoes and you can't eat sweet potatoes. But Whole30 you can. And it's like, and so I kind of like to take Whole30 things and make those more, but sometimes I like to give it the paleo flair. So I don't know. They all kind of intersect, like the keto, the paleo, the Whole30, the AIP. It all kind of intersects. They all have different aspects where they allow, but they have a lot of similarities. The same structure of trying to be anti-inflammatory, and I do have a problem with inflammation. I feel it mostly in my ankles right now, and every once in a while, my hip will go, and I'm like, crap, I'm in my 40s, and I don't need to be, walking around like, oh crap, my hip, and it happens, I've been going up a pair of stairs, and I'm like, oh, dang, too young for this. So, I can definitely tell when I haven't been eating gluten-free, sugar-free, or dairy-free. I can really, really tell it, especially gluten-free. And it's really, really hard because especially when I go to other people's houses and they're serving me food, you don't want to be rude, and you kind of eat the food. Or if you're out and about and there's just really nothing out there to eat, or if somebody's taking you out to eat and there's just really, and you don't want to be, again, you don't want to be rude, you just want to, be nice and eat whatever. And then some days you're just like, I don't care, I need some food therapy. I need a lot of food therapy sometimes, and sometimes I get the munchies, and, sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want bread and butter, just good old-fashioned bread and butter. That's my Achilles heel right there. It's bread and butter. I love bread and butter. Anyway, so that's basically it for right now. So, concerning content, let me know what you're interested in seeing from me. Just give me ideas, I'm mull it over and think about it, if you will please. And I really hope y'all have a good evening. I will see y'all tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have something to show you. Actually, I got tons to show you, to be honest. I got tons of whips and tons of FOs. And so, yeah, definitely. So I got one right, you can see it right here. And I'm just going to give you a little snippet of what I might be doing a tutorial on. Isn't that cute? I like it. Anyway, y'all have a good night.